Good afternoon and welcome to our first ever virtual AGM. I'm going to take a few minutes of your time to share with you some reflections on the last year at the John Howard Society of North Island. It has been one of the most unusual and challenging years in the history of our operations. In mid-March, when COVID-19 began to impact our part of the world, we pivoted quickly so that we could continue to meet the needs of our clients and staff. This meant finding new ways of delivering services to ensure our clients were still supported, while following social distancing and other public health protocols. We used technology to offer counseling sessions, primary care services, and support groups, and to communicate with clients, volunteers, staff, and contractors. We received grants and donations to help our clients with basic needs such as food security and cleaning supplies, and we created safety plans for our workplaces. Through these actions, we were able to keep our doors and phone lines open, and we heard from clients that our services were a great help to them during this stressful time. Then, on July 8, 2020, our board president and dear friend Terry Moyse passed away unexpectedly. Terry's contributions to the John Howard Society of North Island were extraordinary. He served on our volunteer board of directors for 42 years, including many terms as president. He also represented our society on the board of the John Howard Society of BC and was a founding director of Board Voice, an organization representing the boards of directors of non-profit social services organizations in BC. Terry was committed to building stronger and healthier communities and was tireless in his belief that we can make the biggest difference by showing people that they are cared for. He was interested in everything we do and felt great pride in his continuing involvement with our organization. Terry is greatly missed by all of us. Despite these challenges, we can look back on many accomplishments over the past year. The critical need for supportive housing was the driving force behind the Junction, a 46-unit facility for adults experiencing chronic homelessness that opened in Courtenay in April 2019. The Junction is funded by BC Housing on property provided by the City of Courtenay and is operated by our agency. The program model includes 24/7 staffing and 2 meals per day. As expected, the project went through some challenges during its first months. A few of the residents were unable to cope with the guidelines and rules at the Junction and ended up leaving. However, most of the residents have benefited greatly from the range of supports offered, and we have seen improvements in health and satisfaction among those who settled into their new homes. One of our housing workers shared a story about a new resident moving in. His adult son accompanied him to help him get settled. The new resident asked if he would be sharing a room, and the worker told him, "No, you will have your own room, bathroom, and kitchenette. You can make a meal if you want to." His son reiterated, "Dad, you have your own place now." The worker recalled that the son's eyes filled with tears as he said to her, "I feel so emotional. My father has a home." A crucial need identified by Child and Youth Matter Comox Valley is increased mental health and wraparound services for youth. When Foundry Central announced that they were planning to fund 8 new Foundry centres across BC, we knew it was important to try to bring one to the Comox Valley. As a member of Child and Youth Matter Comox Valley, we agreed to take on the role of lead agency. A great deal of collaboration and effort went into our proposal, and we were delighted when the government announced that Foundry Comox Valley will be one of the new centres. We are now working closely with our partners and the Foundry Central team to identify a facility for Foundry Comox Valley and design the centre and the programming. For our third year of operating Foundry Campbell River, we looked for ways to improve and expand the services we offer. We were delighted to hire our first nurse practitioner, who was quickly busy with new patients. We also increased the walk-in counselling hours so that young people could access these services 5 days per week. All of our staff and management team participated in training sessions with Dr. Vicki Reynolds over the past year, focusing on resisting vicarious trauma and burnout with collective care and creating cultures of accountability, walking our talk. The training was very well received. Vicki is a consultant, instructor, and supervisor, specializing in team development, resisting burnout, and organizational change. Her work addresses addiction, substance misuse, diversity, homelessness, trauma, and violence. The other area to which we continued to devote resources was the cultural component of many of our programs to support our clients of Indigenous heritage. Thank you to our Elders in Residence and our Elders Council for all their support and their work with young people. Thanks to the energy, expertise, and commitment of our staff, the John Howard Society of North Island offered in-depth support and services to more than 2,760 individuals and families over the past year, and additional brief services and groups to at least another 2,250. 80 young people received support from our independent living programs, including those living at Barnett House and the station. 543 children, youth, and families received mental health services. 263 came to Foundry Campbell River for primary care, and 233 accessed our youth justice services. 109 children and youth were matched with KidStart mentors, who volunteered more than 8,100 hours to provide positive role modeling through recreationally based friendships. This year, we would like to recognize a special contribution to our KidStart program. Mentor Robin Lloyd reached his 10-year anniversary of volunteering with the program in the spring of 2020. Robin has been matched with his current mentee for 6 years. His mentee's mom says, "I am very happy that my son is in KidStart. It gives him opportunities to try new activities and have experiences that he doesn't have at home. Robin is a wonderful role model for my son." Fundraising continues to be important to us because our award-winning KidStart mentoring program does not receive core government funding other than gaming grants. We would like to thank the Children's Health Foundation of Vancouver Island and United Way Central and Northern Vancouver Island for giving grants to KidStart, and Transcare BC for funding our LGBTQ2S+ programming. RBC helped fund our Foundry Peer Support Program. Comox Valley Community Foundation gave a grant for a new heating and cooling system at the station. As always, we are grateful to our KidStart champions who contribute ongoing funding by sponsoring a child in KidStart. We would like to offer a huge thank you to our current 26 gold champions at $100 a month, 8 silver champions at $50 a month, and 14 bronze champions who offer $25 a month. We are delighted that our wonderful community partner, the Home Depot in Campbell River, again chose us to be the recipient of its Orange Door fundraising campaign. Proceeds from the Orange Door project benefit youth homelessness initiatives. Finally, BC Hydro gave a company town grant that funded new technology for our youth programs. Thank you to our outstanding staff who have shown great dedication while adapting to new ways of offering services in recent months. Thank you once again to all our elders, volunteers, donors, and supporters. And last but not least, I would like to acknowledge and thank our Board of Directors for their support and guidance through the year. I will leave you with a quote from one of Terry Moist's recent President's Reports. The John Howard Society of North Island is a society that strives every day to achieve its mission statement, to provide programs and support to help children, youth, adults, and families lead safer, healthier lives. I can't think of a better thing to do.